This is a cold shower, and this is the flinch.
I bolted out of there.
Just attack it, basically.
I was borderline rude just because
And it is the enemy. The majority of those fears are rational fears. It could be a fear of the dark, fear of public speaking, fear of embarrassment, fear of heights. We all have fears that limit us. And in this video, you're gonna see me face 3 rational fears that I have. All right, first off, holding the camera in public. Not even talking to the camera, just holding it. Baby steps. If I can't even hold the camera in public, how am I gonna talk to the camera? So my wife and I went to a breakfast place during a weekend where it was gonna be super busy. I figured let's get the hardest situation done first. Cause again, like a cold shower, just jump in. I don't even know if you can hear me right now, but it's like a silence cocoon around us because there's so much going on. Like right behind the servers, the station, the kitchen's over there. But what? There's some random girl just staring at me over there. Some kid just watching against Rachel, but no one's paying attention to us. No one cares. Just, I mean, eventually they might look at me, but no one's gonna stare. So then I'll whip the camera at them and be like, "What are you doing?" But no one really noticed me holding the camera up until the very end when I was ready to leave. If we count them off, we got 1, 2, 3. 3 people looking at me as I'm exiting holding my camera. Once I actually raised my camera up to face level, no one really looked at me. Might be because I was walking really fast at that point.
I bolted out of there.
Alright, so I got the first one done under my belt. The second one should be easier, right? Not really. Like most things in life, this wasn't linear. Just because it was the second one didn't mean it was going to be easier than the first one. So I actually struggled a little bit more in Publix. I don't know why. It's because it was less busy than the breakfast place, but I was definitely really awkward and definitely did not hold the camera up while I was walking in. Instead, once I was already in, found a quiet aisle and then rigged it and then started walking around.
So awkward, man.
I actually didn't have any interactions with anyone up until the very end when the cashier asked me,
I do videos stuff, so I do a video right after this, so.
It was very like short. I was borderline rude just because I was like so insecure, I guess, of having a camera around, but that's pretty much everyone's reaction. Just kind of like, oh, what's that for? Cool. You know, this isn't 2010 anymore. Having cameras around, people making full careers out of this is pretty normal. I don't know, it was so silly. I should have been like, yeah, I'm making a YouTube video. You should subscribe. You should like it. Whatever. Rational fear number 2. According to myself, at my gym. Don't include this with holding the camera out in public because most of the time it's going to be on a tripod on the ground. And my gym is probably the opposite of an influencer gym. No one has cameras, no one has tripods, not even a phone recording your form. Yeah, I was definitely going to stick out like a sore thumb. There we go. And to be honest, I have no idea if they have any sort of policy against cameras recording yourself. So when I walked in, I was half expecting the guy at the desk to be like, yo, what are you doing? You can't record here. But luckily he was busy signing up some new people to the gym.
Okay, thank you.
When I first arrived, I was lucky that the gym was pretty empty, so I got a minute to get used to having my camera around. Definitely got busier later on, but I was able to work up to it. And yes, I did pick leg day to do this because it is my weakest body part. So again, might as well do the hardest situation first. I can record myself during leg day. I can record myself during shoulder day. I kept searching the 360 footage, but I'm pretty sure no one looked at me or my camera or had any sort of double take. Definitely didn't feel like that in my head though.
Oh my god. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It was nice seeing footage of that because now I can kind of get over my own self-inflicted doubts and fears. Who knows, maybe next time I go in with a camera, there's gonna be a different person at the desk not being distracted by some new guest and they're gonna tell me not to record. But I've done it once, so that time's gonna be a lot easier. And the third fear to wrap up this video is swimming in the ocean in the dark. I will leave that up to you if it's an irrational fear or not, because if you think about the ocean for too long,
it's a freaky place with lots of weird, scary animals, and add darkness on top of that, at night, we can't see anything at all.
Anyway, I waited until right after sunset so we could still see something with the camera, and trust me, it was dark enough. And I just sprinted into the ocean. And on top of that, it was pretty cold, so the whole video kind of comes full circle with the cold shower moment. But I did it. It was great. I had to run way further in than I expected because the tide was a lot lower than I realized, so that was fun. But I got far enough that I could lay down and be completely submerged underwater.
Just kind of ran straight in. I can't see anything in front of me or at my feet, but we did it. Oh man, that was terrifying. Oh. Didn't really give myself time to flinch there.
And I did it, and I don't know if I'll ever do that again, but that was the entire point of this video, was to face 3 of my irrational fears, and that's what we did. We made progress. Am I perfect at any of them? Hell no. Did you see the way I was holding the camera the entire time? I was like down here. I wasn't even at face level. I was way down here. I basically had a double chin the entire time because it was so low. But the point of it was to make progress, and that's what we did. Call it pointless, call it baby steps, call it whatever you want, but I am pretty proud of myself for the progress I made in this video because I've never done something like this before. However, I'm not done. So every day for the next 30 days, I'm gonna be holding my camera vertically and talking to it in public and posting on my Instagram. So make sure you're following me if you want to see my progress. If you have no idea why I'm doing any of this, make sure you watch my previous video where I explain why I'm posting into YouTube again. I really hope you enjoyed this, and thank you for watching.